Hello, my dear Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Cancer. Welcome to my astrological channel Todayenergy. I'm Michaela, and this is your monthly forecast for the upcoming month of September. Now, overall, September promises to be quite a calm, nice, peaceful, astrologically speaking, month, and it's like a calm before a storm, because October, November will be quite intense month. So many people would use this quote. I don't remember where I heard it, whether in a song or a movie, but it sounded like this: please stop the earth, I want to jump off. So it might be a bit of a tough mid and late autumn, but for now, let's focus on the immediate future, and that is September. We start the month with an opposition between Mercury and Jupiter. Of course, every opposition implies the need for us humans to find some balance between the energies of these planets, to make them somehow coherent and working together, and unify these two houses of natal charts or fields of life that they show. In this case, Mercury is in your fourth house of home and family, and Jupiter is in your 10th house of career and social status. So, seems like at the beginning of the month, dear Cancer, you'll have to be juggling between family responsibilities, family members, home um, issues, maybe a repairment or beautification of home, refurbishment, and of course, work and career. Now, because Mercury is so much about communication and traveling, and Jupiter is about foreign lands and different cultures, maybe we're talking here about you deciding whether to relocate because of work, or you're looking for a job in an international environment or something related to government or law field as well. Maybe you need to find a balance, kind of your parents possibly need to find some agreement between them. Maybe you need to negotiate with someone elder than you, someone of a higher social status, like a manager or boss at work. Um, But don't worry if you don't find the resolution immediately on the 3rd of September, because currently Mercury is transiting its retrograde shadow zone. What does it mean? It means that this planet is going through the same degrees on the sky, the same piece of his path, that he will be then returning backwards while retrograde, and then he will turn direct and go third time through the same way, already moving forward. Hence, this opposition we're talking about will repeat again on the 19th of September, and then for the last time it will happen on the 12th of October. So, maybe the final decision, resolution, culmination of this issue regarding home or family, parents, or management, company, business, work, relocation, documents about those topics, maybe it will come in the mid October, actually. But pay attention what's going on now, because that will be the trend, right? On the 5th, Venus, the planet of love, peace, joy, happiness, and money, goes into Virgo, and that's your third house. So you will be either investing money into studies, travels, a vehicle, your local neighborhood environment, your family, extended family, but also siblings maybe. Website, online shopping, learning some skills, training some knowledge and skills, or of course, if your work is related to this topic like education, logistics, traveling, blogging, trading, PR, marketing campaigns, then you might even gain some money in the next 24 days while Venus will be transiting your third house. For the ones who are in search for love, Venus is love, right? So maybe you will meet someone on the road, on the petrol station while you are topping your car, maybe on a course of studies, or maybe on some reunion with some classmates, or through your brother, sister, cousins. Some of their friends might be the special one for you. Maybe from a dating site online. Why not try them this month? On the 10th of September, we have two important events, one of them being a full moon. The moon will be in Pisces. That's your ninth house. And the moon, of course, is a culmination. So I would guess some of you here will be graduating, receiving some diplomas, certificates, publishing something, finishing studies, finishing a travel, or at least a preparation for a travel, figuring out your kind of belief system, right? Because ninth house is our own personal horizons, so expanding your horizons, meeting people from abroad, or maybe finishing a relationship with someone from abroad, or finishing work in an international company, going back home, possibly. Yeah, because full moons are peaks, culminations, but also sometimes endings. Ending a court trial, having a decision by the judge could be as well. And full moon is like a limelight. It's a projector that illuminates you. And ninth house oftentimes is about our own popularity and public image, and being present on some social events, gatherings, the red carpet, you know, some festivals, some celebrity gatherings, something like that you might be shine light on. So it's good here to keep in mind, of course, your image and reputation. And the same day Mercury goes retrograde. We say it's stationary, which means the planet is staying for a couple of days in the same degree without moving much forward or backwards yet. And Mercury is like this, stopped at 8 degrees of Libra. Since the 6th of September until the 12th, more or less, the planet is like a bit dizzy. So no wonder if there will be miscommunications, misunderstandings, some conflicts possibly because people don't listen to each other properly, carefully. They listen but they don't hear, you know, between the 6th and the 12th. Now, for you, Mercury will be going backwards in your 4th house. And Mercury rules your 12th and 3rd houses. So first of all, I wouldn't advise any important issues regarding property, contracts, deals, trading, travels, buying a vehicle, for example, when the planet is stationary. Later, it will be again stationary on the 2nd of October, preparing to turn again direct. But we will talk about this more possibly in a separate video dedicated exclusively to Mercury retrograding this September. But in brief here, shortly, of course, while it's retrograding, you might be going back home, going back into your memories. Maybe you're working with a psychologist and revisiting your childhood memories. You're observing your family patterns that influenced your development. Some of the ideas are handy and useful, of course, but some are maybe poisonous and you don't need them anymore. You outgrown them. Maybe you go back to re-evaluate your place of living, your home. Do you want to buy, sell? Do you want to rent? Old roomies, flatmate, roommates can just, call you for some meeting. You might re-establish your lost connection with family members, grandparents, parents. Maybe you're considering once again to become a parent. Going back to the homeland if you live abroad. Finishing your refurbishment of your apartment. Yeah, it's not a good time to start something new, to buy a new property, to initiate for the first time relocation, but you can try once again if it didn't happen the first time. Maybe reestablish, renew, reassess the family business, or real estate business, for example, could be on the table for you. Mercury is in Libra. Libra is the only unanimated object in the horoscope. So the rest are animals or people or mixture of both, like Sagittarius. While Libra is an object, so it's without biases. It's without emotions. It's very purely straightforward and objective. So sometimes with Mercury, the planet of thoughts, communication, in Libra, it's all about writing a list, pros and cons. And at the end, literally compare the list, which is longer, so that might prevail. On the 16th, we have an interesting day, a bit more intense, possibly, could be with the battle of sexes. because Venus representing women is squaring Mars representing men. So there might be, of course, big passion between men and women, but also maybe some conflicts, because a square is, of course, a challenging energy that requires effort to reach some consensus. And for you, it's between your 3rd and 12th houses, exactly ruled by Mercury. So maybe there will be tension on the road. Maybe there will be some information that will agitate you, or somehow cause a discontent for you. Maybe some past memories or news from the past will destabilize you or cause some conflicts. Maybe there will be just conflicts online with some haters in the internet. It happens usually. Maybe some little bit of conflicts with brothers, sisters, neighbors, someone from your neighborhood, or relatives overall. But forewarned is forearmed. So this is the objective of such forecasts. On the 17th, we have even more confusing day, possibly full of distractions and low tonus and vitality, because the sun, representing our energy and health, is opposing Neptune, which is the planet of delusions, of dreams, sleeping, alternative state of mind and reality. Of course, it's an opposition, so we'll have to find the balance. And here the balance should be between your 3rd house and your 9th house, between the local environment, your relatives, your daily busy activity, and 9th house, your philosophy, your faith, your belief system, your general interest in the world, maybe your drive to find adventures, to travel somewhere. So maybe you'll have to repair indeed a car, or you decide to go to the seaside or somewhere near water, Neptune, right? You can even travel, not physically, but travel by watching some documentaries or reading a book. Neptune is about imagination. So actually it could be a great day to meditate, to visualize, to do some spiritual practices, to dedicate yourself to art, or in this case studies. 3rd and 9th house is about university, school, teaching, studying, exchanging information, and Neptunian topics could be science, chemistry, pharmaceutics, medicines, drugs, something related to media. Maybe you will be shining on a stage if you are an actor, director, because 9th house, again, 9th house, you see, it's about stages and popularity and celebrities. Besides, it can be a culmination, really, for you of some process or idea or a wish, tendency in your life that has started on the 13th, or around, of course, around the 13th of March this year, when the Sun conjunct Neptune. These two planets, they met on the 13th of March, and now a cycle went through the middle. So yeah, so the Sun is opposing Neptune. It's like a full moon. So you have clarity. Where do you want to study? Where do you want to go to university? Where do you want to travel? Where do you want to go on holidays? Do you want to work for this international company? Maybe it's about a decision really from a law suit for you. Decision to relocate, publication. Maybe you're a publicist, or you own a media, social media possibly, or you're a scientist who is publishing your thesis, your studies. Maybe it's a decision of government about visas, residency papers. The same energy we will experience on the 24th of September, when Venus will form as well opposition to Neptune, activating your 3rd and 9th houses. On the 19th, we have a much more constructive energy, though, because the Sun makes a trine to Pluto. Pluto, who generally has a little bit of a darker reputation, But when we have a trine, these two planets involved are just loving each other and working very well for our common success and good. And third and seventh house, wow, that's great for relationships, for communications, for business, for contracts, deals. They can be very lucrative for you, bring you money, bring you success. Maybe some important powerful person will help you in your life with information or with knowledge, teaching you something. Yeah, Pluto is usually about money, about business, power, government, solid structures like this being in Capricorn, clearly. So, great day for trading, for contracts. Um, Partners can have some connections. Maybe you're selling or buying a car. Maybe you're finding the right consultant for you. And by Pluto, it can be financial advisor, psychologist, astrologer, tarot reader, for example. And Sun in the third house, 6 for knowledge, for information. And then, also the same energy will repeat on the 26th of September when Venus will trine Pluto. And this will be, I think, great time for passion and romance because Venus is the planet of love, but also some good money, good business deals. Right. On the 23rd of September, Sun goes into Libra, illuminating for a whole month your fourth house of family and home. Very special time, very special hour and minute is 9:45 a.m. early in the morning on 23rd. But this time, this hour is calculated according to where I am located, Bulgaria. That's Eastern European Daylight Saving Time. So you might want to check it out for your time zone. 9:45 a.m. Why? Because on this minute happens the precise conjunction between the sun, the ruler of the sky, representing gods, the higher will and power, and Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Despite the fact that right now Mercury is retrograde, even when Mercury is retrograde, he is physically located between Earth and the Sun. So it's the intermediary, it's the messenger indeed. So despite its retrograding and it's a bit confused, this is the kind of like the eye of the storm, which is super calm, and there is the whole information we need and knowledge. So you might have some powerful insights, revelations, illumination coming either directly from the sky, or you see, because it's fourth house, maybe your parents will tell you something in the morning, or you will hear just something in the news, or it can be even subconscious inception of an idea or of a thought, but it might play out as very important for you in the future, in the long run. So it will be fun to just pay attention, even if you just simply wake up and you have some memory of a dream. Just write it down in a diary, and then after time passes, just go back to it and have a look what exactly thoughts you were having, or premonitions, or inspiration for something. It might be something related to home situation, place of living, family life, parents, maybe something about relocation and property. Some clarity might arrive here. On the 26th, we have a new moon in Libra, so new possibilities for relocation, new family member, some news from family members. This new moon is very jolly and cheerful and expansive because it opposes Jupiter. So maybe truly there will be a decision to go to live abroad or to have foreign roommates, some students maybe. Desire to have a bigger home, more spacious home, more luxurious interior possibly. Balancing out again, work and home could be on the table. Moving, relocating because of studies or work. But remember, Mercury, Jupiter are still retrograde. So it's maybe not don't push yourself to take final decisions. Research, check the options, reevaluate, search for the best options. And on the 29th, Venus moves into Libra, her own sign. That's great. So joining the big party currently happening in Libra. And of course, that's more peace, more balance at home, more beauty at home, money invested into property, into home, furniture, family business, maybe real estate business. Or of course it can mean that for the next 1 month while Venus transits your fourth house, you will be earning, getting pleasure and money from such real estate or family affairs. Maybe you will meet love through your parents. Yeah, I know it sounds weird and funny. Sometimes parents are like, oh, come for dinner and I will invite my colleague from work and her son or daughter. We think you're a perfect match. Or some neighbors might come over. Well, maybe that's your chance indeed to meet your love at some kind of like family gathering or, being back home basically. And on the background, in late September, we do feel again the big tension between Saturn and Uranus as they are forming for the last time this square between them. It was ongoing square between these two planets the whole last year, 2021, so we all felt it collectively and of course each of us on a personal level in different areas of life. And now the topics are reignited once again in August, in late September, until mid-October, I would say. Afterwards, the tension dissolves because the planets, each of them goes its own way, so the square is fading away. Basically, Uranus is in Taurus, in your 11th house. So Uranus wants new horizons for you, new work, new environment, new friends, joining some new social groups, starting to work online, earning money from online projects, from some modernization in work. Maybe you want to become an IT specialist or an astrologer or something related to aviation. Really, Uranus doesn't like glass ceilings. So don't put yourself limitations of your dreams. 11th house is our dreams, hopes, wishes. So here, everything is flying now. Uranus is an air planet. It's about communication, information, sharing, collaborating with others. So maybe this is what you want. Join some technical team of people, modern team of people, rebels in a sense. But Saturn is pushing the brakes. Saturn likes the stability. Saturn is afraid of changes because Saturn is not sure. Will you manage? Are you prepared? And you see, Saturn rules your 8th and 7th houses. So maybe your partner is stopping you somehow. Maybe your partner, like spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, are against your new friends and you maybe joining a corporation or going as a freelancer. 8th house, money issues of security, of fears. Saturn is like holding on to your inner wrong beliefs, your inner demons who are eating you from within, and you have to face them. Saturn, right? Be brave, be strong, be persistent to get rid of your bad habits, of self-sabotaging habits as well. This drive for feeling secure and stable. But 8th house is about changes and transformations. So it's tough to have Saturn in 8th house because you might want this stability with your partner, you want to share home with them, you want to share budget, maybe you want to collaborate with business partners, but you need their investment and your investment as well. Maybe you're waiting for decision from a bank, from some financial or governmental institution to get some financial support to start modernizing your work, your career, to build your own business, build your own company, startup possibly. Very much so, yeah. But yeah, Saturn delays something from point of view of either partnerships or fears, internal issues, blockages, which of course you have to fight through them, destroy them, restructure your inner core, right? and maybe it's, yeah, maybe financially you're still dependent or someone or something, and you want to just break free from that. Yeah, dear Cancer, so that's how September looks like for you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing with your loved ones my videos. I hope the information I provide here, this in-depth analysis and forecasts, are relevant and useful and interesting, of course, for you. Thank you so much for subscribing for my channel. I wish you a lovely month of September, a beautiful time, very, very useful, handy for you, helpful. Of course, most importantly, stay healthy. Health is, I think, our most biggest kind of most treasured resource. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.